This is my house.
This is the Dino Charge Ranger.
I'm the Space Ranger.
All right, guys. Well, welcome to the Power Rangers panel. I'm Joe from that hashtag show.
Oh, Joe!
Hey. She just realized. Khayman Lee, the red space ranger.
Dinos in space.
Yes.
Brennan
The next
Mejia
frontier.
Yes.
from Power Rangers Dino Charge. Also, Ciara Hanna from Power Rangers Mega Force and Super Mega Force. The beautiful Tracy Lynn Cruz from Power Rangers Turbo and in Space. And Carla Perez, Rita. So, welcome to Yestercon. This is your guys' first time here?
Yes.
Yes. I haven't been invited before.
Yeah.
I always wanted here.
I have a question to start off with everything is, what was your audition process like for Power Rangers? And actually, we'll start with you, Carla, since you're the
Oh,
closest.
for me, well, you know what? I really didn't have a traditional audition. What I had was what they called a screen test. I don't think they do it as much as they used to do in the olden days. But, because I went for an audition for a movie that Shuki Levy at the time was the director for Power Rangers. And so I auditioned for his movies. But I didn't get the movie, although they called me back for a special role. And he said, well, you know what, there's something I know you'd be perfect for, but we need you to do a screen test. And so basically what a screen test is they film you right there in the studio with the costume and the makeup, the whole wardrobe. And so they put me in costume and wardrobe, and I just did what I thought would be perfect for Rita, and next thing you know, I had the Rita role.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
How about you, Tracy?
So are you bummed that you didn't get the movie role, or do you?
Oh, no, I'm not bummed at all. At first I was, but then after, Rita,
Yeah.
wow, who would be bummed? Not me.
My audition process, yeah, I think every audition that you go to it's a little crazy. You see tons of people that look like you, same hair, same eyes, same ethnicity, so you really don't know what to do to make yourself different.
Sure.
Right.
Or what they're looking for. So yeah, it's a little scary. I had a friend that was on the show that had suggested that I audition. So I had a little bit of a heads up on that. So instead of going through, I guess, the whole audition process, I went straight to the writer, director, with that. And still, like I said, there's so many people that look just like you. And lucky enough, they saw it.
But your character also appeared before you actually became Power Ranger too, right? Ashley?
Yes, yeah, they were trying to introduce Roger, who's Carlos, tried to introduce us before, and I don't know what they were doing. They were doing some kind of love connection. I always say that Ashley has known to be around. She's been around. She's been around the block a few times. So yes, they had tried to do a little love connection with Roger, and then my lovely friend here came along, and Turtles came along, and so anyhow, sorry.
How about you, Ciara?
Oh, well, I'll go through a process. So there's a lot of people in a room, obviously, and we're all trying to wear our shirt colors. I was auditioning for pink, actually, and so I had a pink shirt on every single time, my little spandex shorts. So with my audition process, I had a lot of coffee, and I went in there, and in the audition room, I knew Alex Hartman from the Red Samurai Ranger was going to be in the room at the same time I was going in. And I was nervous as hell because me and Alex go way back, we're friends, and we liked each other at one point, and then we didn't. It was a weird, awkward thing. So I knew he was going to be in there, and so I go in there with this nervous, like, and I go in there, I'm just going to, whatever. And they're like, oh, hey, nice to meet you. Yeah, cool, I'm Ciara. I can do cartwheel. Yeah, and I did like a random cartwheel. Like, yeah. Like, yeah. And then Jonathan, the producer's like, did you just have coffee? I'm like, yeah, an Americano ice, large. He's like, all right, well, we will make sure there's no coffee on set. And I'm not even joking. And then Alex showed me what Jonathan wrote on the piece of paper after, and he put spaz, circle, 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 circle. But that was my first audition with the producers and everything. And then from there on, it was just a long process of waiting for hours, and we just literally would sit in this room, and I feel like they were doing that to see who had patience.
Yeah.
No, because when you're on set, it's hours of waiting around.
Hurry up and wait.
Exactly. And who's going to actually behave themselves. And so we all just kind of sat there for hours. They weren't doing anything. I literally think they were testing us. And I passed. But it's a lot of just like cast matchups, and you see everyone. But yeah, I didn't get pink, unfortunately, but I got yellow. So when I got the call, I was like, oh, you're the Yellow Ranger. I'm like, no, I'm not. Like, yeah, you are. No, I auditioned for pink. Oh, that's not what they told us. But my personality fit Gia better versus Emma. I'm not Emma. So it makes sense. It was just a long process, and here I am now.
Brennan?
Hi. Yeah, so I was actually mad at Power Rangers at the time because I auditioned, speaking of Alex, for Power Ranger Samurai for Red, and I had like 3 callbacks, and I didn't get the role, so I was really mad and like jaded, so I didn't want to go for auditions anymore. So I didn't even audition for Megaforce, and then I wasn't even aware of the auditions, and a friend of mine was auditioning for something next to the Power Ranger audition, and he called me, and he's like, hey, so they're auditioning for Power Rangers, and I told them that I know a circus performer, and they want to see you. So I was like, really? Fine. So I was still mad. So I like, went in and like, kind of just like, hey guys, like I did it, but like, you know, like that cool factor kind of like works better for you when you're not begging for the job.
When you don't care an audition, you don't want it, you get it.
And that's what happened. So like, I went to 5 auditions, and they're like, okay, we'll let you know. Didn't hear anything for a month. I'm like, well, I didn't get it. And then,
I'm so sorry.
Anyway, they called me back one more time. They're like, we just need to see one final thing. This was after like the chemistry read and everything. So I drove down from San Diego, and I go in the room. They're like, we need you to do a cold read right now. I was like, really? Like, can I walk outside and like go over the lines? They're like, no, you have to do it right now in the room. So I was like, great, this is gonna suck. So I took the paper, and like in it, they're like, so there's this mentor I'm doing a scene with, and like, here's a treasure chest, and in it will reveal your destiny. So I opened the treasure chest that the casting director actually handed me.
I heard about it.
Yeah, she heard about it. So
Sorry, I bitter. It was a really cute thing they did.
so, yeah. So anyway, you want to tell the story?
No, go ahead.
Anyway.
Spaz.
Spaz.
I interrupt everything.
Yeah. The paper basically, I opened it, and it was a laminated picture of the Dino Charge Red Ranger saying, congratulations, Brennan, you are the Red Ranger. And they filmed us all, like, doing this from Dino Charge cast. So, like, at our wrap party, they showed all of our reactions, so, like, being cast. So it was so cute. And then they gave me a little basket with toys from other Rangers and stuff.
Brennan, did you have to do any, like, circus kind of moves?
I did.
Can you show us?
Yeah, I need a volunteer, actually. Anyone?
There you go.
She looks Ranger fit. How about,
There you go.
one of the big ones? Yeah. All right, so I guess I should actually demo something.
Oh my God. Okay.
Y'all don't know, this is a Ninja Steel Ranger.
Yeah, pick
right
Ninja
here.
Steel, by the way, so applause for her. Special guest. All right. Yep, and then step up. And up, and lean up. So that's how you become a Power Ranger. You just balance on people, and they're like, yes.
Why don't you join us? Wow. Chris, what about you?
Hold on. I just wanted you to know, that is the most amazing fight move I've ever seen.
Yeah.
How the hell did you use that and just not kill everybody in the room? That's amazing.
Here's a practice, so you tone it down a little bit.
Wow.
Like you know, like the 1-inch punch, you like bring it to a centimeter.
I can't do that. That's crazy. What is it now?
Audition process.
Like, yeah, just what we went through. I did not want to be a Power Ranger. Not even a little bit. I did not want to be a Power Ranger. I grew up and, that's how much I know about Power Rangers. I didn't even know I had.
He's still alive.
Oh, no. No, when I when I first heard about it, I was living in Florida, and my manager said, "Hey, got you an audition." And I was like, "Cool, what are we doing?" She's like, "It's going for Power Rangers." I was like, "No, I really don't want to. I don't want to." The reason why, when I grew up, I had very long hair. Very, very, not like as long as Tracy's hair, but close, pretty close. I always had it in a ponytail, and every kid in my neighborhood came up to me and they would always say, "You look like Tommy. Look at you. You got hair like Tommy. You got a ponytail just like Tommy. Tommy. I didn't know anything about Power Rangers, but I already hated Power Rangers. Everybody's Tommy, so I don't want to hear nothing about Tommy, you know? So yeah, when they said, "Yeah, you're going out for Power Rangers," I was like, I don't care. No, I don't want to. And that's the reason why I booked it.
Yep.
Because I walked in and I did not want to
So
get
if you want to be a Red Ranger, don't care.
Don't care. That's it, yeah.
Well, first of all, we want to welcome you to the Power Ranger family. I think it's your first time here. How was your audition?
My audition process was pretty close to Ciara's. We go in, we read for one person at first. It's you and the camera and one person. And then you wait for days and days and get a call and don't get a call. And then you start reading for the producer and the director and whatever. And then from then on, they put you in a room, like you said, for hours. They said, bring your own lunch.
Yeah.
It said, you will be here all day. And they were not kidding. We were there all day.
Did you have to do a running test too for camera?
Running?
Did you?
No, that's so weird he did that.
They filmed us in the parking lot actually running to see if we run heroically.
Really?
Yeah.
They had us do a physical test. So when I walked in for the very final test, Yoshi was there. I didn't know who he was, but I was like, oh, he looks like he knows what he's doing,
He
right?
probably does.
So I asked him for help, and he was helping us do a couple moves. And then when we went in there, read, and they told us, okay, when you say this word, I want you to pick this up, and then when you say that word, I want you to do that, just to make sure that you can take direction. And then they go, okay, now I want to see a physical test. And then you just pretend like you know what you're doing. Just punch air, do some flips, and hope that you look good while you're doing it. And from there, you wait months and months and months to get a call. Then I was in a car when I got a call, and it was Chip. He's the executive producer. He called me and he said, so pack your bags, you're going to New Zealand, because we filmed in New Zealand. And I'm like, awesome, so what color am I? Because you don't know, you go in not knowing. He goes, and you got pink. I was like, yeah! So that was my audition process.
Another question. We're going to start with Chris all the way down there. Where do you think your character is now in the Power Ranger universe? Another question is, did Andros end up with Ashley at the end of the Power Ranger?
Let's talk to Ashley about that.
There's like kids in here too, dude. You know. Where is my character now in the Power Ranger universe? Me and a bunch of my close friends, we personally believe that Ecliptor, which was one of the bad guys on my show, was in fact Andros' father. Andros and Carone, their brother and sister. And Ecliptor was their father. I believe that Andros has become a bad guy, just like Ecliptor, and like all gritty and like not like gritty, like gritty, like he had like all this grit stuff in his face like that. That's what, yeah, I think that's what it is. He's a Sith Lord.
Brennan, top that.
Yeah, okay, I got it. So, anyway, so, you guys familiar with The Flash?
Yeah.
Anyone? Okay, so you know like how you can go back in time and stuff? Well, apparently I can do that too, if I have other energems. So, I think Tyler, I'm making this up by the way, I don't actually think this, but he wanted to protect everyone, because everyone's working at the Dynamite Cafe, like flipping burgers and, but he wanted to keep protecting people. So I think he went back in time and recruited a bunch of himself, and then just made a Forever Red Part 2 of Tyrus. So that's what I think happened. Yeah, and Danny plays one of them right there. See, raise your hand, Danny. Yeah, there you go. And there's the Flash. He helps with the time traveling. So, yeah. Wow. You just use people in the room. It works.
Brennan, can you confirm one thing for the fans out there? Is your season in a different universe?
I'm gonna leave that up to you guys to figure out. I'm not gonna share details of things that may or may not exist on that level.
Clarify it, no?
I mean, they might clarify at some point in the future if you're like patient in life, but I can't.
You wait for months and months
Yeah,
and months
yeah.
or years.
Or years, maybe. You know.
Or never.
Or never.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
Sarah.
you've never gone.
That's true.
Ciara, how about you?
Gia, it's really exciting stuff. She's actually at Ernie's Froyo still.
Mm.
Eating a Froyo. It might be melted. We're not sure if it was real or not. Listening to Jake, still trying to convince her to go on a date with her. It's been years.
True love will win.
He's patient. He's a very patient man. That's right.
Playing the long game.
Tracy? Where's Ashley?
I actually am curious to see what Chris thinks, because you did ask Chris where he saw Andros and Ashley. So where do you?
Why's it gotta be on me?
You saw this coming.
No.
So if Andros is evil,
Sith Lord.
She is my Sith lady.
There you go.
Problem solved. There we go.
And the team of Tylers is going to track them down. And we're going to recruit her from the frozen yogurt place. So, we might grab Pink as well to help us out. So, there you go. That's how it ends. That's Power Rangers. The end.
We don't
Closed
need
canon.
season. I don't
We
know.
have been working on this for a long
Yeah.
time.
A lot of Skype
Non-stop,
sessions.
yes.
A lot of coffee.
Late nights and just like,
Circling stacks.
how can we make this 12 Brennans, that's all.
12 minutes.
Carla, we obviously know
records.
kind of what happened with Rita. What is she doing now? She's chilling out with some planet?
I think her and Zed are still at home arguing, and so they're probably bored. Maybe they get recruited to be a Power Ranger. Who knows? Or maybe they still have a little evil left in them and they come back. So I'm not sure. One or the others.
Chrysti Ane, I have a question for you now. This is the 25th anniversary.
It is.
Obviously, we know where your character's at.
Yeah.
Do we have anything special planned for the 25th anniversary that you can answer?
All I can say is that it will definitely be a very, very special episode, and I was so glad to be a part of it. It was
12
amazing.
Sorry. I didn't mean to spoil it.
Spoiler alert. I
All
think
versus
you have
Darth.
to go.
I do have to go have a flight to catch, but make sure you catch us on Nickelodeon next Saturday.
Next Okay. Any advice for the rookie that just left? No, I'm just kidding.
She's gone.
Never walk out on a
Any questions for these guys? No. So,
We pretty much answered everything.
okay. Good.
Tyler.
Tyler. Yep.
This is going regarding to Tyler.
Which one?
I mean Brennan. I've seen what's the name of the Black Ranger from Dino Charge?
James?
Yeah, James, but
Chase?
Chase. So he burned down the grill for like 2 times.
You did. You did. Kendall was loaded, so she just pays and it rebuilds.
So like Chase didn't pay attention to the griller.
True story. So
Yeah.
is that the question? Or is that the answer?
Just the answer.
Yes, Chase does burn things down. It's true.
I have a question for all you guys. Maybe you guys can answer this. Tracy, maybe you should answer this first. Was there any pranks that went on behind your guys' on your guys' set that you can talk about? I know Chris, I'm going to assume is a prankster.
assumption correct. Mr. He's gonna take a bite of an onion before we have a kissing scene.
Maybe.
Let's revisit the old swapping Arizona iced tea with the.
Yeah. That was wasn't a prank. That was just to get through the day.
Yeah.
No.
Yes, there was. I mean, you spend hours with between Selwyn and Roger. They were like Tweedledee and Tweedledum. You can't have one without the other. And then you have who's in a league of their own, Chris. Yeah, I think, so anyhow, yes, to your answer, there was a lot of pranks and a lot of, I don't know, some things you just can't say. You just can't say, so, but yeah.
Ciara, I would be a little surprised if you weren't the prankster, but I also know Azim's on your set too, so who was really the prankster on your set?
I'm all over the place in real life, but when I'm working, I get pretty serious, and I'm on set, I do my job, and I don't like wasting time and money for people. But I think our whole cast was like that. Our whole cast knew, I think we all worked in the industry beforehand, so we knew everyone's there to do their job, and we all learned to have fun and do a great job, and then go home and do stupid stuff after that. But yeah, we had a lot of pranks at home. That was a thing. On
You
set,
guys all live together too, right?
yes,
Yeah.
we all lived together in one house
We did
in New
that.
Zealand, and it was interesting. On set, we didn't have too many pranks. Azim always did the like. And eventually, I literally would stare at him doing it, and he's like, "Oh, you didn't see me," and like run off. I'm like, "You're so annoying, stop." But at home, for some reason, Drew, our Red Ranger, was the biggest prankster at home. This one time I baked a bunch of cookies, and I put them in a container, and I was gonna bring them to set for everyone on the crew, and I did them the night before, and I woke up, and there was a note with a smiley face, "Sorry, I can't control myself," with crumbs. I was like, oh shit, I was so upset at him, and he didn't tell me all day that it was a joke. And I was so mad at him all day, and he'd try and talk to me like, "Shut up, Drew." And eventually, like when we got back, he's like, and then opened the cabinet, and they're all right there. I'm like, "Well, now they're not fresh." Like, it was stupid. And then he also like put a bunch of like plastic wrap on the toilet and said, "Sorry, clogged the toilet," smiley face. When in reality, it was fine. He thought it was so funny that the boys couldn't go to the bathroom. Like, Drew has a different sense of humor. It's really, I laugh now.
Brennan, how about you?
Well, I mean, prankster on our set, probably Michael. Tabor had his run of the mill a little bit. But overall, like Ciara was saying, when we're on set, we know we're working, so we try to like work for the most part. You know, days are really long, so sometimes you get a little like loopy and slap happy because like 12-hour day turns into 16-hour day, and you're like, I woke up at 4 in the morning and I'm really tired.
Yeah.
So you just kind of do your best to get through it, but I don't know, like it wasn't anything crazy. Like we didn't.
No.
I think one of the things like one prank, it wasn't even a prank really. Like I was working on second unit with the stunt doubles, and all the like the action stuff is shot on that unit, and so like I was supposed to go like, "Guys, come on," or something, and instead I was like, "Mina, ikuzo," you know, like in Japanese, and then the stunt double looked at me like, "Very funny, do it again." I was like, "Thanks." So that was like my one joke. And then like one time I wasn't on set, and the rest of the Rangers were doing a scene with like them, and they're all like, "Dino Charger, what's the line again?" And I'm like, I guess no one thought that was funny, but I thought it was funny. It was so funny they ended up putting in a rap party video at the end, but apparently at the time they told me they were scolded. So, yeah. I wasn't there though, I didn't do it.
Did they have, I'm sorry, did they have outtakes with you guys? For us, for our season, for Turbo and Space, they had outtakes after.
They didn't give that to us at the end of our episodes, no.
No?
No, they just made like a video compilation of a bunch of ours, and I filmed it secretly, but I don't know where. But the video's on my computer, not my phone. I'd show you guys, like if you want to see it.
Oh, that's a bummer, because I would always look forward to seeing what outtakes made it at the end of the show. Oh,
I wish we had that. Yeah, the only stuff we ever have is if someone secretly filmed it. Like I know Azim had some things he filmed, and whatever you guys said.
Did you guys take anything from set?
A Dino Charger.
Did you?
But I ended up giving it to a friend's kid at his birthday party.
Oh.
Nice.
Now, Miss Tracy, you have like the original communicator on your wrist, is that right?
I do, yeah. This is the original. The authenticity you can see in there. It's been through a lot. So yeah, this is from Trini to
Aisha.
Ashley.
That's from Mighty Morphin.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you take it or they gave it to you?
Actually, they gave it to me. I don't know if I should have ended up with it because nobody else had it. So I don't know if I thought I heard that you could have it, maybe wanted to hear. But
We were afraid to take anything to set.
yeah,
Because it was the first seasons, yeah.
but I ended up with it because after Turbo, we went into space and we ended up with those big.
Oh, that's right. So
Free.
it was
Digital.
retired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Makes sense.
so yeah, it's pretty sentimental.
And then you get an email from Saban, we need that
Back.
back.
I was gonna see this. Why did she take that?
Yeah, that's when you say, oh, I don't know what happened to it.
Carla, what about you? Any fun stories that you got from behind the scenes?
Oh, I wish I had taken something, but I worked with a lot of the stuntmen and, of course, Zed and all the monsters, so they were all pranksters. I mean, there was a joke a minute there. But as far as taking anything, I wish I had. I really wish I had taken the staff. I saw a picture online of the original staff. It's all messed up. JDF was holding it. I don't know if you saw that one, but it's like messed up. The moon is all warped. But if I could have taken something, I would have taken the staff.
Any questions? Go ahead.
This one's for Carla. At the end of Countdown to Destruction in space, you and Zed turned human. What happened to your minions like Goldar and Squat and Babu?
You know what? That's right. Someone's asked me that before, but I have no clue what happened to them. They just like kind of.
I think Goldar ended up in a movie.
That's right. I'm a prankster. You're still a prankster. Yeah, that's true. But
I'm just on a roll. I don't know.
maybe they'll show up in the movie 2. Who knows? But
So you're saying there's a movie too?
okay. No spoilers here. But yeah, I'm assuming they'll show up in 2, or maybe they were vaporized. I'm not sure.
Wait, what did you guys think of the movie, by the way? I haven't talked in real. Chris, I saw it with you actually. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what did you guys think?
That was good. There's a lot of action, a lot of fun. Yeah.
I like
I don't know. But the blue guy was just all over the place. And I was like, yeah, okay. It was the blue guy show. I mean, that was just it. It was just like, I'm blue and I'm running this, so everybody out the way. That was it.
Oh, speaking of like, you have to not want the role to like get it. So like when I auditioned for Samurai, I wanted it, didn't get it. Didn't really feel Dino Charge until the later auditions, and then I got it. I auditioned for the movie as well for Zach, didn't get it. I actually wanted it that time, so it's
Of
like,
course.
but it's cool.
Were you allowed to audition for it?
They didn't let certain people from my cast, but for somehow I got.
Because I knew I wasn't allowed to.
That's Red Ranger for.
There's 12 Tylers, they're like one sitting at home, like I'm not auditioning. The other's like I'm not auditioning. Anna?
Wait, Ciara, you weren't allowed to audition for the movie?
No.
Yeah, they didn't want Rangers auditioning for it.
Really?
Yeah.
They told you that?
Hey, Ciara, I got you something.
Oh.
Thank you. Did you do this?
I did.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Hey, like Power Rangers? Okay, so Ciara, how old are you anyway?
How old am I?
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, don't know
We're
your
all
age.
25.
Okay.
We're all 25.
All women are 25.
So nice to meet you. I'm so sorry. Hey, Ciara, I gotta go.
Okay. I'll see you later.
I'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
That's it.
All right.
That's not surprising at all. I had the exact same reaction when I first met her too. Wow, pretty.
I have another question for you guys. This is about the movie, which I'm sure all of you saw. A big thing going around was at the end of the. You guys stick around for the end, like the actual end credit thing.
Yeah.
All right. So,
Yeah.
what is your opinion on the female Green Ranger? Were you guys opposed to the female Tommy character in the movie, or would you like to see a female, or would you like to see it carry on tradition for another male?
Is it a female? I was confused by that accusation because I didn't.
So, I'm sure all of you guys are aware, right?
Yeah.
So there's a big thing out there that a lot of people now want Tommy, or the Green Ranger, to be a female if there is a sequel. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I'm just curious.
Was
to
it
get your-
hinted in the end? 'Cause I didn't see that.
No,
It's
it's
just talk afterwards.
It's just talk
Okay, that's
afterwards.
what I watched it because I heard about them. Like that, there's no female thing going on, so I don't understand where that came from. But I mean,
Would you be opposed to seeing it, or what would you like to see it?
Me personally,
Or does it matter even to you?
it doesn't matter, but like I kind of, you know how in some of the previews they showed like Jason with Kimberly, like I was okay if that happens and they could actually stay together if Tommy ends up being, you know, a girl, like and like Jason and
Oh,
Kimberly.
that's a different twist.
Yeah, you know, like pink and red. And, I don't know. That was
Very 2017 of you.
it is. She's taking jabs at me now.
Well, Super Sensei, the Yellow Ranger, was actually a boy.
It's true.
So,
True.
and the Yellow Ranger became a girl.
This is very true. So
Possible.
you guys are cool with the gender bending. Now, something that's also hinted at in the movie is that we have space elements, and both of you and Chris are a big part of that space Power Rangers space franchise. We saw Jason David Frank and Amy Jo Johnson return to the film in a small cameo. Would you and Chris be willing to do the same thing in another role for a sequel if it were a Power Rangers in space type deal, or even any Power Rangers?
As long as I'm not a Sith or yes, that would be fun.
Worst answer ever.
Chris, would you do it? Would you even do it?
If you're gonna say the word bleach, don't even.
Yeah, I was gonna say the word bleach. I wasn't
Don't even
gonna
bother.
say
Don't bother finishing it. No.
No.
No. Bleach does not happen anymore ever again. No.
Any other questions? Go ahead.
Well, I wanted to ask for all you guys, like, one of my favorite things about Power Rangers is all the memes, like all those jokes of either each season. I want to ask all you guys, what's been your favorite one? It doesn't have to be your season, just one of your favorites.
There's a lot of them. They're my favorite though. I don't know if it's a meme, but there's a YouTube video that we literally watched on set all the time when it came out because we thought it was the funniest thing. It's still so funny. They took the introduction of us, we're like all in the command center for the first time, and like, Jake, you are the Black Ranger, and they go through all of us through that with our like special skills. So there's a YouTube video of somebody like talking over us, and we're just like, hey, and then I come in like, oh, you like soccer balls, you are the Black Ranger, like it's so dumb, like, oh, you know numbers, you're the Yellow Ranger, like it's so dumb. You can probably look it up, but it's the introduction of all of us are like, and like, oh, you have pink shorts, Pink Ranger, like so stupid.
Is it like bad lip reading?
Yes.
The bad lip reading?
Yes, it's the best thing in the world. Showing all the clips and just being like, I don't know why you're this, but here you are. Like, it's just like really dumb. Best thing ever. I haven't watched it in a while. Go look it up. Give them some views. It's great.
Well, Yoshi and I kind of set it up on purpose. There is a picture that we took in New Zealand where we're walking away, like fist bumping, and there's a bunch of Viveks on the floor laying down. So we're trying to mimic Goku and Vegeta, like, you know, walking away. So like someone made that a meme, that was the point. But like, that one was like on purpose. So like, I like that one. I don't know, kind of like it's not funny.
Chris is blank. He has no answers.
No, I do.
What is it?
I actually have one answer. Yeah. It's actually that one. It's the what is it, like 3-4 second clip of the Green Ranger with his head. He's doing that strut, doing that walk. You know that one? And it's like, I think at the bottom it says something like, what was it? It was like, ain't got no problems, or I don't know, it's something like that. But he's just got this stride. Whoever was in the suit, he's just got this stride where he's just like, I own it. You own it. It's like, I love that. I mean, I'm not a fan of Tommy, but whatever. Yes, it always goes back to that. I'm not bitter. Shut up.
I can't even tell you how many times someone has sent me the GIF of the Yellow Ranger doing this and like sparks going. I'm not even, every single person from high school puts it on my Facebook page. I'm like, stop, I've seen it like a million times. It's normal, it's not that funny, like stop. But yeah, I've seen that a million times.
Any other questions? Go ahead.
Okay, that's all of you. How do you feel about in the new movie they made a Yellow Ranger LGBT?
Goodbye. Thank you for coming.
What was the question again? I'm sorry.
Sorry.
The
How do you feel about
LGBT power.
in the new movie, the Yellow Ranger is LGBT?
Well, I guess, how do we feel?
How do you feel about the new Yellow Ranger being an LGBT character?
I have no like,
Feelings about
yeah,
it?
and it is what it is. I think it's cool, and I don't have any opinion on it at all. I think it's.
I don't think it was really, I mean, I don't put out there.
You think that the media kind of spun that a little too hard?
I
Read
do, yeah.
into it a little bit?
I do.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't a big,
Sure.
yeah, it wasn't really.
Not a big, like,
It seemed like they just left it up to the audience to put their story into it.
Do you
Because she
think?
just had an
I
issue
mean, I
with
wouldn't be
it.
She has a
opposed to it.
line
I
in
mean,
the
it
movie.
is.
She said something. She had a line in the movie where she was talking about like my last girlfriend or something.
Well,
like that.
I think
It was something like that. It was
But it was
really
kind of
quick.
ambiguous.
It did, something a little
Girlfriend
ambiguous.
in
Didn't
both
it have
ways, yeah.
outtakes or something?
What?
Wasn't there like an extended scene or something? No?
I
Did I make that up? Okay.
fire.
You have a whole other movie in your head.
I do. I don't know.
How do you feel about
It's
that?
called Brennan's.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of like attention on it, which
Yeah, I
it's
know,
just
they
a
put a
sexual
lot of
preference. I don't think
attention
there
on
needs to be. I think nowadays we put too much emphasis on your sexual preference or your sex or gender as a person. I don't think it really matters. I think they put a lot of attention towards it, and it's cool. But I think it should just be looked at as normal versus like, the same thing with like race or
Like not a
anything.
big deal. It just
Yeah.
is what it is.
If you
Yeah.
put too much on it, it becomes a thing. And I think that's how our whole world is right now, and it kind of sucks. But yeah, imagination.
That's reading Rainbow. Right there.
Another question I had is, I was with, obviously, Chrysti Ane was here, and it was the 25th anniversary of Power Rangers coming up. The question I have for each one of you is, have you guys been to New Zealand in the last year or so?
Wow.
Tracy, you any flights to New Zealand recently? Maybe?
No, I go to Mexico a lot. But
I have a lot of text messages to answer.
Okay, we'll let you pass. Brennan?
I lost my New Zealand bank account card, so I do need to go back.
You lost it?
I did.
ASB?
Yes, you know.
ASB.
So you haven't been back, is that what you're saying? Or you, maybe, that's a maybe.
Maybe I lost it in New Zealand. I don't know.
Chris?
No. Never been to New Zealand. I'm not. No. I'm not gonna make that. Oh, maybe I did. Maybe I did. No.
Any last questions? Final question? Go ahead.
This one's for Tracy and Chris. Did any of you guys knew that In Space was originally supposed to be the last ever season of Power Rangers, and that was gonna be like it?
Yes.
I actually didn't.
You didn't know that?
I didn't know until PMC last year. I had no idea. I was like, I just thought it was another season. I had no idea that it was kind of a defining, episode or the season. I think it's kind of amazing when I found out, I was like, really? What? Are you serious? But yeah, that's great.
Well, I think it was Chris Auer that told me. He was one of our what was he, the second, I don't know, second AD or something like that. Chris Auer was a very, I'm just gonna tell you the way I feel like it, just straightforward and all that. I kind of like him. And
Oh, you two,
he just
two peas in a pod now.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
about it.
no. No, he came up and he was like, so this is last year of Power Rangers. And I'm like, okay. Great. And he was like, yeah. So do good. Thanks for the pep talk. That's it. That's all you get. From
Fun
it.
fact,
That's
Chris
Auer.
Auer played the voice of Robo Knight on our season. He did.
Dude, that's
He
awesome.
did.
I will tell you that every time at least, I don't know how you guys feel, but every time we went on hiatus, we always wondered if we had a job when we came back. When we were switching over from Turbo to In Space, there was a long hiatus. And we waited and waited and waited and wasn't sure if we were going to have a job. Little did we know that the set that we were going to, which was where the command center is and all that, oh my goodness, it just took a long time for them to build it. When we came back to work, it just was amazing. You guys have seen those that know Space, the command center, and just the detail that they put into it. Amazing. So that was a nice surprise.
There was a rumor going around that your Countdown to Destruction episode was actually 3 episodes, and I'm a Phantom Ranger fan. There was a rumor that his identity was actually revealed in your episode. You guys obviously read the script. Was that an actual thing? No. All right, well there, that confirms that. With you, where can we find you on social media?
Go to my website, westcoastcomics.net. I write a comic book. Read it. You will like it.
And you can pick it up at his booth downstairs. His comics at his booth, you can pick it up there as well.
Also
Brennan,
true.
where can we find you on social media?
Twitter and Instagram are both at Brennan Mejia. Facebook is Brennan Mejia Official, and then I have a website now, brennanmejia.com, where like I do Skype training sessions as well. If you don't live near me and you want to be like Ranger Fit, because I'm a certified personal trainer, went to school for kinesiology and a nutritionist. So.
Ciara?
You know, I don't have cool stuff like that, but
We live near each other.
we do.
We don't tell them where the.
No, we're not talking about it.
It's close.
You can find me I'm mainly on Twitter and Instagram, Ciara Hanna 20. It's on my banner in there if you don't know how to spell my name. And yeah, but there is a 20 at the end. You'll see it. But yeah, I post, and I like dogs and penguins, and I post them.
And she was stalking me at a bar once in Hollywood. No, at a restaurant. There's some random time.
Yeah, me and Christina were like walking in, and then he's randomly at this restaurant. Like, what?
Yeah, it was super weird. Tracy, how about you? Where do we find you?
TLC, like Tracy Lynn Cruz, Yellow Ranger, is our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You know.
Awesome. Carla?
Carla Perez official on Facebook and Carla Perez _ real Rita Repulsa Instagram.
Awesome. And you can go downstairs and meet all of them. They're going to be down there. But thank you for joining us. And I'm Joe from the Hashtag Show. Thank you guys so much.